Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Helms. I am the math teacher for Team 4. Today's video will be nice and short, so you won't have to worry about having to listen too long. We are going to talk about an exponential growth application problem. And I'll read the question now, and then we'll discuss what things to pay attention to. A scientist is studying wildlife. She estimates the population of bats in her state to be 270,000. Hopefully that's not Ohio, because that's disgusting. She predicts the population to grow at an average annual rate of 2.9%. Using the scientist's prediction, create an equation that models the population of bats Y after X years. So going back to the problem, they told us 4 things. Number 1, there are 270,000 bats to start with. Number 2, 2.9% growth. Number 3, we need to use Y to represent bats, and number 4, we need to use X to represent years. Also, the most important thing to notice here is they are not asking us to solve anything. We just need to create an equation, and then we are done. Since they want us to use Y and X, we're going to start with just typing in Y equals. If you leave off Y, you could potentially not get this question correct when you take your AIR test. They want a complete equation. So with exponential growth problems and decay, we always start with our initial value. They told us 270,000 bats. So that is our initial value. The next thing we do is we put our growth in there. Since it is an exponential growth problem, we started with 100% of the bats we had this year, and then we're growing more by 2.9%. So in parentheses, you've probably been taught to do 1 plus. That represents we have 100% plus 2.9% more. 2.9% is represented by 0.029. If you put 0.29, that is 29%, and we all do not want bats growing at a 29% rate. This right now would not be an exponential equation, so we need to make sure we have X as our exponent. So you would go to this feature down here. Now we can put an X to represent years. If you were to do this practice test, there's a cool feature. If one of the other math teachers hasn't shown it on their videos yet, you can click on it and click score item, and it'll tell you if you are correct. So scoring criteria, the student enters a correct equation, providing evidence of the ability to create equations in 2 or more variables, which means you have to put an X and a Y in there to represent the relationships between quantities. And that is it.